Yeah, yeah, yeah. Play to the face, we the flavor tasters. Check the sign on the door when I walk in. Scanning every line on the small print. Menu in my hand like a guideline. Clean on the plate, yeah, I walk that Bible line. If it's unclean meat, then I backstep. Thank God for the food that I can get. From the colors to the smell when it comes out. I don't lie to the lens, I'ma call it out. Flavor
Hello fellow
tasters.
surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel and all things relating to food, beverage, health, da. Hey, anyway, so it's been a while since I've done a review. My gut went kind of crazy I think it was last month, to the point where I just let it off, just getting a little bit back into the swing of things. We have a delivery. KFC. I'll do this, maybe, is the thumbnail. Maybe. So, what we've got here is a Zinger Burger, which was £7.49. We have the classic sides and dips, which is the regular size fries like I normally get so far, like Burger King and such. Regular fries, so we'll see the size of the fries there. Supercharged dip, regular coleslaw, sweet chili dip, regular gravy. And these dips were 70p, and the regular coleslaw was £2.99. The chili was 70p, and the regular gravy is £2.99. The Kentucky Savers Flamin mini wrap is £3.99. The Kansas barbecue dipped bites is £3.99. I think that came from it's new. And the Daredevil Loaded Fries, £4.99. Essentially, the total with service cost, which the service charges £2.99, and the delivery charge is £1.69. This with the meal comes to £35.71. The meal, I believe, comes to £31 and 3p. So, with that being done, let me just make sure that I don't show any like personal information. Right, so there's the details. Anyway, right, so we're going to open this and we're going to, it's going to shake a bit, so nice. Right, so we'll get this out. Maybe if I turn this into a thumbnail, who knows. This is the average gravy, or the coleslaw. Right. Now we need to get the fries out, which they feel soggy already, but this is the size. Horrific sizes. Same with McDonald's and such, but mushy, not crispy, lightly salted, skin on the fries, but we'll put these down here for now. This will be the Zinger Burger. We'll get into that in a second. The wrap, sorry for the shake, it's on my table and it's this stand. The wrap, super small. I must have bought two, or they'll give us one, but I've got that. Right, another dip. This dip. These are the dip things, I think. Anyway, and try another dip. So First of all, I want to get into this. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. How it feels like soggy a bit. As if there's a little bit of bounce to it. Not crispy. Like the basic chicken things that you could buy maybe from from Asda or Tesco or whatever. So I'm getting some of the little jalapenos. I like the jalapenos pickled. Nice, like a sweetness to it. A nice heat, and feel it around the front of the palate. However, the actual chicken bites, they have chips, fries in. Soggy, but I like the potato skin essentially being on. So as a mix, it's quite nice flavour. It might be the sauce mixed with the kind of sweetness and the heat of the like this in the sauce that is on there, more so than the chicken. But it is nice. Flavour is sweet, kind of like a sweet chili. Maybe that's the sauce that they're using. And the heat to the jalapenos, give it a nice bit of a boost. The chip, soggy. We'll do a rundown of the price later. The score later. But this is the wrap. Let's just have a little look inside and see what we're getting. Right. Doesn't look appealing. Looks like something that's made maybe it's for a child. But anyway. Again, the chicken in itself with the batter around it, or the bread and the coating, it's dryish, but it's spongy. There's not much lettuce in there. There's a sauce. Yeah, let's have a little. Not even getting it. The heat from the jalapenos maybe is stopping much of the flavour, or it's because there's not much in it. Dry, but I like the flavour to the coating in the chicken. It's alright, the chicken, but personally, I would say it would need a little bit more sauce to give it a kind of an oomph, flavour wise, but it's not bad. We'll get back to the scoring and such. Now, yeah, what I've seen in the video that I took. Let's have a little. Smoky barbecue. The skin on this, very lightly, but has a little bit of a crunch. Actually, let's get a little bit more sauce. It's different. Now, a little bit of crunch there. Different to the normal barbecues that I've had. This is like sticky and stuff, but it is different in the sense it's got a smokiness, but it's also got like a honeyness, but it's got a different like third kind of flavour that's hard. It stands out from the generic kind of barbecues that you get. Might just been the first time I had it. I didn't know whether I liked it when I first had it, but reminds me kind of relating to the, I think it's Heinz barbecue honey and sweet type. The sauce is alright. A little bit too sugary, sweet, but I'm not complaining. I like the crunch. That's with that more than the other ones so far. Should have done something to wipe my hands with. But now let's get on to the Zinger Burger. It's a single Zinger Burger. And trying to get it so it doesn't just fall off. But no sauce on the top. Weird. They must put it on the bottom. Yeah. With a name like Zinger Burger, you would think it might be a little bit bigger, but I'm not really complaining. It's probably about the same size as McDonald's like double cheeseburger. So let's get into it. It's got like a strawberry kind of flavour. This flavour is taking me back to when I was younger, when you have the ice cream vans and stuff, for some reason. The kind of, maybe the jam type thing to put onto the ice cream, which would have like a strawberry flavour. It might be just the honey mixing, but don't know if I like this or don't. It's weird. Now the chicken's not bad. There's sauce to the side. Let's have a. The texture. The texture is a little bit off. The buns slightly better than the Burger King dryness, right? One, but it's super thin. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess some people, if you like thinner, not as much like bun to the actual ingredients inside, consistency, you probably like it. But for me, chicken's alright, but it's not like anything kind of write home about. It's kind of basic. The sauce before had that kind of jammy kind of flavour, but let's have a and the presentation's not that brilliant, but it is delivered, so can't really knock it for that. Yeah, kind of reminds me of when you're baking as well, with the when you're in school and you started off doing baking and stuff in cookery class. Anyway, dry. It's not like as dry as the Burger King, but it's a bit of a get down kind of dryness, more kind of dewy rather than like a proper dry like that. But let's get into this dip, because actually I'll use the chips to do that, so I'll put that down. So it's not bad. It's different to what I was expecting. The chicken itself feels like a basic chicken you could get from Asda or Tesco, like, you know, in the freezer zone right there, and then you can put it. The bun is not typical, like a big. It's feels cheapish, but it does feel like it's a bun that you wouldn't generally get it like a normal shop. It's probably their own, but I don't know how I feel about the bun. Let's see. Like, it doesn't look appealing, does it? But anyway, we'll get onto the score for the whole thing at the end. But like I said about the fries, I mean, look at that. Let's bring that up. In fact, let's get to. And this one's a little bit more solid. Now this one just. But this one's a little bit more solid. Skin on chips, fries. Mushy inside. Yeah, it's not cloudy. It's just like a mushy, almost creaminess of the potato inside. Yeah. Again, I'm barely putting any pressure onto it. So it's not got much crispness to it. I like the peppery flavour into it though. There's a peppery, lightly salted, very lightly salted, but the pepper to it kind of goes well with the skin on chips. I don't think these are cooked brilliantly, but I like the pepper kind of addition. Now, let's take, let's take the chip for the dip. So, go into this dip, and this dip was, let's see, supercharged mayo. Okay. Sweetness, but paprika, paprika kind of kick to it, flavor, a little bit of earthiness to the paprika there. It kind of has a similar taste to the Ancona sauce, but not as hot, right? The kind of flavour that comes with it. Quite nice, like it. Um, not going to knock that. I would say it's a kind of basic spiced meal. Let's go to this sweet chili. I think it's the sweet chili anyway. Sticky sweet chili, yeah. This again will be just like, it looks like jam. Kind of like jam. It tastes similar to the paprika, just not as it doesn't have like the paprika. I'm talking about the sweetness. I think they might have put this in with the supercharged meal. But let's get to the garlic. Again, basic sauces. It's not like standout-ish. It's not kind of different, but we've got the gravy sauce. Let's do the thickness test. Let's do the thickness test. Does it cling to? Yeah, that's super thick. Beef flavor, pepper, black pepper. Yeah, actually. I'm not sure if that's black. Thinking about it secondarily. Secondarily, yeah, I think that's actually white pepper mixed in with like beef, like a beef flavouring. Yeah, white pepper, decent. It's a little bit, maybe it's too thick, kind of gelatinous, jelly like a thick wibbly wobbly kind of sauce. Not going to complain with. You want it to kind of cling to the chips, but yeah. So far, the sauces are kind of basic. The gravy is all right. It's nice. The peppery kick to it. Now coleslaw. What do you expect from coleslaw? Will it be something different? So let's get some coleslaw. Does it have any flavour? No. It's just your basic cheap coleslaw. If you bought this from Asda, yeah, basic cheap coleslaw. I think a couple of these things you could do easily at home. Buy a chicken, put it in a wrap with a little bit of less lettuce and some what looks like supercharged meal in there as well, right? But put some paprika into mayonnaise, maybe a little bit of honey into it, mix it. You could probably do this at home. The Zinger Burger at home. The fries at home, simple. Just get skin on fries from Asda. Little bit of pepper on it. The thing that maybe you would take a little bit more time to do would be these. So I think the best, for me personally, The best thing about this, I like the sweet yet heat to the jalapenos. The chicken, again, of these with the jalapeno, but the chicken is basic, dry. In fact, you can get bigger versions of these popcorn kind of chicken from Asda or Tesco out the freezer section. And this, again, it's just barbecue sauce on the proper big kind of popcorn. This is the kind, maybe it's a little bit smaller on this you will get in Asda. Not bad. This is nice. So the dipped kind of chicken thing which I've just ate, and this, the flavour to it is a little bit better. Now when you get through to the wrap, the burger and the fries, it's alright. Like if you were in a rush and you wanted something quick to eat and whatever, yeah, will be okay to get. But it wouldn't be something I would want to personally like go out and buy. If there was like a KFC, a Burger King, McDonald's, and a Five Guys. Obviously, it's a little bit different to the Five Guys, considering we've got more here. It's a little bit more pricey, but if we take into consideration just the burger, the chips, and I didn't get a drink, so I can't really contrast that. The burger, £7, was cheaper than the double cheeseburger, which was, I believe, £12 for the Five Guys. I probably would want to pay the extra leg was at $7.50, so $8.50, $9.50, $10.50. $11.50, $12. So an extra £5 for a big, and again, give or take. The fries, you get a lot more for the small fries in Five Guys. I think I would probably rather go to Five Guys in contrast to this Burger King and McDonald's. Five Guys takes it from me with that. But as a meal itself, I would probably say, see, some of it, if I just got this and this, and maybe some fries just to make it kind of a meal. But generally, this and this, I would say, yeah, this will be nice to get if it's done well and it's not kind of soggy. If you're in the restaurant, it's not going to be necessarily like this because it's obviously being delivered. These I probably would pick up going into the place. I may even get it delivered. But why would you just get two things delivered? Maybe I'll try some other different things. Maybe again I'll do another KFC video in relation to this. But anyway, this pathetic, right, trash. The burger, meh. Like the burger by itself, I would say it's probably a 3 out of 10. This, it's edible in the sense it's not like going to make you sick. Hopefully it doesn't. I'd probably say 3, maybe it's 2.5, 3 out of 10. The fries, again, 3 out of 10. I do like the pepper, which is why it's a 3 out of 10, not 2 out of 10, because they're like soggy. There's not much salt on it. But as a total, let's see. I think I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, so because even these, I probably would say these could be pushed at a 5.5, maybe it's at a like 6 at a best. And the sauces are kind of generic, so I'm going to say 5 out of 10 all round. If you want to and you're in a rush, yeah. But for 30 quid, taking that into consideration as well, I probably wouldn't buy the other stuff, so it wouldn't be £30. I would just stick with the other things, which this would be, the Zinger Burger would be 7. Not the Zinger Burger, where is it? Let's see. £3.99 for the for this. That I think that's decent for a quick meal. And the Daredevil Loaded Fries, £4.99. So what's that, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about £9, just under, right? So 7, 8, £8, 98ish. So about about £9. Yeah, I could see like going in quickly. I've got £10. I'll go buy that. Maybe it's a little bit more chicken would be nice, but other than that, 5 out of 10. I probably wouldn't buy it as a whole. If I did buy anything, I'll spend a third of my money on the things, like £10 of the £30 that I spent. Tell me your views and opinions in the comment section below. This was, I believe it was KFC in Flamin, Gateshead. Tell me if you've had these portions or if you've been there. Have you liked the meals from there? Is it lacking? And if you agree with what's being said, 5 out of 10 is my score. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications so you can stay up to date. I'll be doing more orders at home as well. I'm hoping to get out and do some restaurants as well as some microwave meals as well, like I have done in the past. Maybe some alcohol reviews and such. Strike a like, share the content, and all the good stuff. Leave your views and opinions in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!